Hey there, it's Ben Lansgard. We're going to continue our series on the principles of wealth building. And a lot of these first principles are kind of boring, to be honest. I mean, who wants to talk about saving 15% of your income, maximum protection in all areas, making sure that everything's protected? None of it's really super exciting, but they're very important steps in building the foundation. When you're building a house, when you're building a skyscraper especially, any kind of large, valuable building, they always start with the foundation. Without a good solid foundation, eventually the whole house is going to collapse and come down. And it's the same in the financial world. If all we did was just go out and earn an income and just straight up invest without any thought to building the foundation, it's going to leave us open if something bad does happen. So this is the next principle we're going to talk about, and that's 6 months to 1 year of your income storage, somewhere liquid and accessible. So again, savings, and going back to that savings conversation, not 401k, not IRA, somewhere that you can access the money quickly, easily in a situation. Some people like to call this an emergency fund. I like to avoid that word just because what you plan for, you typically get. So I call it an opportunity fund. Some people call it a freedom fund. You can call it whatever you want. But ideally, 6 months to 1 year of income storage. And why do we say income storage versus expenses? So the reason we say that, so if you're making, let's say you're making $100,000 a year, and let's say maybe your expenses are only $80,000 a year. Well, ideally we still want to have $50,000 to $100,000 somewhere safe and liquid, rather than just having 6 months of expenses. Let's plan on what our income normally is. So there's really no change in our everyday life. If we lose our job, we get disabled, we get sick, whatever the case is, we start a business. This is especially great if you're going to start a business. Having liquidity is really going to help you during those first lean months or year. And why do we go 6 months? Why not 3 months? You might have heard 3 months or 6 months. The reason that I like 6 months is when we set up our protections, and we've talked a little bit about deductibles. When you raise deductibles on your insurances, it drops your premium. So your monthly out-of-pocket expenses are less. So rather than paying more for an insurance that may or may not get used, we reduce that cost. It's the same when we look at our disability insurance. So I set up my personal disability insurance, and I like to set up all my clients when they set up their private long-term disability is with a 6-month waiting period. What that does is that once we have this 6 months to 1 year of income storage, we can have 6 months of waiting for that disability benefit to pay out, because it drastically reduces the amount of money that we pay for that benefit. So having liquidity, it gives you great opportunity for less out of pocket. You can have higher deductibles, I call it a time deductible on your disability insurance, and it gives you great peace of mind, sleep better at night. And what that just allows us to do is also take advantage of opportunities. If we have 1 year of income storage somewhere available, and we have a great opportunity come along that's just a home run, we know it's a home run kind of investment opportunity in a business or a real estate investment, or gold or silver or oil, commodities, anything, stocks even. You know, if we're good investors and the stock market goes down 30% in 1 year and we know how to invest, well, we have liquidity. We can buy low. And so that allows us to maybe take some of that and go and purchase some of those things at a discount and then create greater returns in our investments. So hope that made sense. If you have questions about liquidity, where to save, that'll be for another video, or shoot me a message. A lot of different places to have your liquid money, and we'll talk about that as well. Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful.